The playoffs are here, and you can predict the action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Sign up and get a $25 bonus with FanDuel Predicts.
Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant. 18-plus bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi. Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Sunday morning. What's happening with our kids? How can we make our kids' lives better? Well, with us today is Lynn Shaw from LynnsWarriors.org. And Lynn, I heard you were at the White House this week. Give us an update.
Well, let me fill you in, John. Thank you. This past week, we were on Capitol Hill. Listen, we had an event. Congress must choose families and kids or big tech. They can't have both of them. For instance, we know right now that big tech, they have one lobbyist for every 4 members in Congress. Those lobbyists are in their ears all day long. So what we did, we got everybody from across the United States. We had 60 survivor parents, John, from across the country. Their children have been harmed. They've died from internet, from social media harms. These families have lived through such unthinkable, unimaginable horror, John, but they turned this grief into action, and they will not let their children's stories be ignored. Look, their children are dead due to big tech harms, sextortion, cyberbullying, buying pills online that are laced with fentanyl, choking challenges, eating disorders, radicalization. I can't believe we even have to talk about these subjects, but we had to bring a vigil straight to Capitol Hill. Bipartisan, by the way, a direct message to Congress. Choose families and children or choose big tech, because the time for pretending there's a balance, John, it's over. There is no balance. So everyone on Capitol Hill, everyone, John, was invited. You know the only 2 who showed up? Senator Marsha Blackburn and Senator Richard Blumenthal, who happened to be standing in bipartisan leadership with our wonderful Kids Online Safety Act, which we're trying to get out of the House and put into legislation. So when you see these 2 senators come together, this alignment, you know the issue is undeniable. And we had powerful advocates join us in Washington, everybody for the Alliance for a Better Future, HEAT Initiative, Young People's Alliance. We had every age, every demo, gay, straight, trans, old, young. Everybody was there. And, John, 2 showed up, 2 senators. So you know what? This is what the public needs to know about. We are going to be confronting it head-on, this issue of big tech, having this seat at the table in Washington and seeming to kind of run everything these days. We're demanding accountability. We want these parents who bravely came out to talk about their children's stories, this horror. Okay, we don't want them to feel alone in the fight, because the 60 parents, John, represent thousands across the United States. We see them. They're courageous. They're just they're telling their stories, and they're not looking for sympathy. Nobody's looking for that. They're looking for change. And we at the Warriors take that very responsibly, and we want accountability from big tech. We want these platforms to stop hiding behind all this complexity. We want transparency, and we want them to admit and change their systems.
Now, you were at the White House, was it the week before?
Yes. I'm in Washington a lot.
And how does the president feel about it? Were you able to talk to the president himself?
Yes. I feel the president is with us, okay? I feel the president, as a father and a grandfather, is sympathetic, is aware of what's going on. But, John, you know and I know, there's a lot of red tape around everything in Washington, right? So passing legislation, and then we're dealing with Congress. And there's a lot of people, whispering in his ears about different things. I do believe our president is supportive. He's with us as we talk. We're working on things. There is so much hope. I believe there's going to be good news in the very near future. We're going to get our Kids Online Safety Act, Senate Version 1748, passed with this duty of care that big tech, show a duty of care. If they have harms, they're going to take them down online. And the president is with us. So we're working on all of this now. We hear the parents, we see the parents, but I want you to think about 2 members of Congress show up to fellow Americans, parents, citizens. Nobody else came,
That's
John?
Horrible.
Just think about that.
And I give you time every week on the Cats Roundtable, prime time, because I know you're dealing with the president, I know you're dealing with Congress, and you're dealing with our kids that you're trying to make a better life for themselves, and I'm investing that time too. And thank you for everything you do, and keep telling the American people what the truth is, and give us your website again.
LynnsWarriors.org. But let me just say, John, thank you for always showcasing the Warriors every single week on your great program, because this is the number one thing. As you said, getting this information out into the public, letting them think about things or contact us and talk about it. So I am so humbled and honored that you allow me every week to come on the program. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. LynnsWarriors.org.
Thank you. Keep fighting for our kids, and we'll talk again real soon.
Thank you, John.